Namaskaram and Vanakkam to Brand World Summit South Edition. I'm joined here by Anupam from Cholayil. Welcome, Anupam.
Yeah, thank you, Varun, for having me here.
Would love to know you spoke about building brands in a VUCA world. One of the key things is trust. As a heritage brand which has been here for decades and decades, right? How do you see the dynamics of building trust changing from then versus today?
Okay, so the fundamentals of building the trust has not changed. Okay, so whether you talk about building trust between a brand and an individual, or whether you talk about building trust between two individuals, the rule book has to be same because eventually brand gets personified and a customer would look at brand as a person. Um, So let's look at how does trust get built between two individuals. Uh, and I'm getting reminded about one of the theories which uh, David Master had put out talking about the trust equation, which has four key components, talking about the credibility, reliability. It talks about the intimacy and the self orientation. Now, the rule book of building, let's look at those four elements. So the credibility means that if Varun, we meet, we say that okay, let's meet at 4 o'clock, and you turn up at 4 o'clock, means that you're a credible person. For a brand, this also means that you need to do uh, walk what you talk, right? If you're putting a claim, you're promising that my product is going to do this, and if your product doesn't deliver the promise, then obviously you are falling short of the trust. So what you are promising to a consumer, and if you deliver that, that's how the trust gets built on. The second element of building trust is reliability, which means that consistently you deliver what you are supposed to do. This and even if somebody is not looking at you, continue to do that, right? So, for example, for Medimix, we have uh, we have adapted the highest standard of quality. When we started exporting our products across the globe, we came across various quality standards, and we said that we will not uh, take shortcuts. Whatever is the highest standard, whether it's in Taiwan or Japan or the Far East, other markets of Far East, we adapted those quality standards and made our product uh, on that standard, and made it available across all the globe. So when you say that you are committed to delivering the promise which you have made, and you do it consistently across years, the trust automatically gets built on. And the third element is intimacy, which is that you need to have a two-way conversation between you and me, right? So if you are giving me some signals, you're talking about some questions, and if I don't respond to you, then there's a lack of trust. So the brand owners needs to keep an eye on what's happening in the consumer world. What are the uh, points on which consumers are raising concern? They may give you feedback. They may indirectly give you what are the points which are going in the mind when they are evaluating brands and companies. For example, right now there is growing concern on the environment, about being a responsible company. So while there are standards to ensure that companies have to comply with them, how com- how we have proactively worked on those measures, reduced our plastic consumption, made our product more eco-friendly. We went for renewable energy, moved to a solar-based plant operation. So so it's important that the brand is aware of what is going in consumers' mind, and and even if they are not articulating it, you are taking steps about the consumer's concern. The fourth, which is the most important point, is the self orientation, which is that as two individual, if you're talking about me and not we, then there's a lack of trust, right? There's the trust takes years to build, but takes moments to break, and that's why if you're not bringing both of us together, whether it's an individual or a brand, it gets broken. So as a brand, we always put consumer first. We And there have been instances where we had to take hard call, even though it was not making business sense. that we would do, we will keep consumers first and ensure that they get what they are looking for. And I think by building these four pillars, the trust gets built, whether it's a new age brand, where it's a generation which has lived with us for so many years, or it's a new age brand. The fundamental of building trust is same, whether it's an individual to individual relationship or a brand to individual relationship.